Perfect. Are any banks still doing cashback offers, and who has the lowest rates in the country currently?
Right. Well, in terms of rates, we'll answer the rate one first. In terms of rates, every lender is the best at some particular rate segment. But if you were to look at the better rates in the market at the moment, you would probably see Bank of Ireland with a nice rate of 3.2 fixed for 4 years, PTSB with a nice rate of 3.3 fixed for 5 years. Both of them come with caveats. He's got to be a green rate of property, and the loan has got to be over 250,000. But if you were asking for where's the rate set in the market at the moment, the rate is generally set somewhere either side of 3.5% to fix for somewhere either side of 5 years. There are 5-year fixed rates available in the market from some providers at 5.5%. They're to be steered well clear of. So again, you look at the cashbacks that are on offer then, or incentives in general that are on offer. We have 6 lenders in the market at the moment. We would certainly suggest to people that ICS Mortgages and Finance Ireland have priced themselves out of the market, not really under consideration. You're then left with Avant Money, AIB Group, which makes up AIB, EBS and Haven Mortgages. You have Bank of Ireland, you have PTSB. Avant Money are very attractive on rate, but they carry no incentive. The incentives that are carried in the marketplace at the moment are Haven Mortgages would give you a €5,000 incentive as long as your loan is over 250,000. PTSB will give you a 2% initial cashback, initial being that it gets paid to you within 8 weeks of your drawdown. So if you were to borrow 300,000 as an example, you're getting 6 grand back from PTSB within 8 weeks. PTSB also offer another incentive for the next 4 years if one of you bank with them, where they'll give you a 2% deduction in your monthly repayment. The best incentive that's available in the marketplace today is the Bank of Ireland cashback incentive. So same as PTSB, 2% initial cashback up front after 8 weeks. If one party banks with Bank of Ireland, there's an additional 1% payable after 5 years. So if you were to fall into that category of Bank of Ireland, you have a 3% cashback facility coming towards it.
And given the recent rate interest to 3% ECB and all banks increased rates, what is the best 5 and 10-year rate I can fix for?
Well, we think your best 5-year rate, what we're looking at the moment, again, depends on the category, whether you have a green rate of property or you're over your 250,000, 3.5% generally. But if you have a green value rate on it, it's 3.2. Now, to give an example in some of the incentives, which is important for people to be aware of as well, when you get the better rates with the lenders, they do not carry the incentive that goes with them. So for example, if you go to Bank of Ireland and you say, I have a high value product, they do not carry any cash back with that. Their standard products or their green rated products do carry that. So there's a price to be paid in your rate offering for selecting a cashback product. But to be fair, clean on it, if you're to do the maths on this in any shape or form, the cashback is tending to win out in every example. But important for people to know that you can't get the better rate plus get the cash back as well.
And for anybody that has a current mortgage at the moment, a tracker, is it worth considering moving off that tracker and onto a fixed rate?
It very much depends on the margin of your tracker. So the margin being what you track the ECB rate by. Historically, for the last 5 years, that rate was 0. So if you were on a 1% tracker, your rate was 1%, while the rest of the market was somewhere around 3%. Obviously, a lot has happened in the rate market since last July. The ECB is now 3%. So if you had a 1% tracker, you're paying 4% of repayment. Very hard that for you to say there's any merit in you moving away from your tracker if your margin is under 1.5%. But you do have to be, I suppose, aware that there's a very good chance that that 4% rate that you're currently on is going to be 5% at some stage, but that will start to come down fairly quickly once the ECB move down. And again, pie in the sky, you have the inflation issue with that, and you have the Ukraine issue as to when that period is going to be.